Okay, everybody, so today I want to talk to you about whether or not you should start a YouTube channel or a podcast. So today I am traveling, so I am in my hotel room right now, so that's the background. But the reason why I want to talk about this today is because so many people are starting podcasts, right? And I think it's a good idea, but I want you to think about why you want to start a podcast and how a podcast can help your business. And then also think about what is your podcast, what is the goal of starting a podcast if that's what you're considering, and then also why you should consider starting a YouTube channel. And maybe a YouTube channel is going to help you more than a podcast. So let's get started. A podcast is really good if you're a service provider, a personal brand, a coach, a thought leader, a freelancer, and you want to use it to nurture potential clients. Now, the reason why I say the word nurture is because of the way that podcasts are set up. It is very challenging to have people find your podcast. So you may film a podcast, and unless you already have followers on social media or an email newsletter with subscribers, and you have a way to let people know that you have a new episode out, it's going to be hard for new people to find you. That's because iTunes and Spotify and these different podcast platforms don't have strong search features. Whereas YouTube, right? YouTube is owned by Google. And so YouTube is heavily search based. People go on YouTube and type in how to do XYZ. They go in there like typing in, looking for things and information. And so if you have a podcast and it's more of a video podcast and you put it on YouTube, then you can really get in front of new people. You can also just have a regular YouTube channel where you're talking, like right now I'm doing a talking head video, and I've had people find my videos by searching for specific topics. I'm going to talk about optimizing videos, but I've had new clients, new people find me on my YouTube channel, and I've been posting consistently for the past 6 months. Whereas my podcast is very hard for people to find me. Even if I put it on my blog, SEO typically when you have a blog takes longer. It's just a longer play. So if you want to get in front of new people, I recommend having a YouTube channel. If you already have people who follow you on Instagram or any other social media site, could be LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, then you can nurture that relationship with those people through a podcast. One way you can get new people to discover you from a podcast is to interview other people and have those other people come on as guests and tell them to promote your podcast to their audience, to promote those specific episodes that they're going to be on. So one of the things you really have to decide is, what is your goal with having a YouTube channel or having a podcast? Do you want to sell your offers, your services? Are you trying to build relationships? And then you have to think about your personality. So do you want to be on video? Would you prefer to be mainly on audio? You could just have an audio podcast. You don't have to have a YouTube channel, right? So it just depends on your personality. Some people don't like to be on camera or they feel like it's too much. For me, it's actually the opposite. I do have a podcast and I'm planning to bring it back, but I actually find it's easier for me to talk to a camera like this because for some reason, when I talk, I use my hands, I use my body language. It just feels easier for me to look at the camera and just start talking. And also with my camera that I have, I can see myself. It just feels natural. I tried to only have an audio only podcast. It was just really hard to record solo episodes of me just talking to a microphone. It just felt weird. So that's why I've never really tried to promote my podcast as much. It is still there. One of the things I'm trying to do is take some of my YouTube episodes and extract the audio from them and then use that as a podcast. So you could have a YouTube channel where you're doing like a talking head video and you can isolate the audio and that could go on the podcast. So you can be found on your YouTube channel and the podcast. What's really popular right now, a lot of people are doing video podcasts where they actually go rent a studio and they have guests that come in and it's all on video. You know, everywhere on Instagram, TikTok, all over the place. You see people on microphones now talking because it's gotten so popular, right? So if you're like in a major city, you can actually go and rent a podcast studio. You could do it per hour. And if you want to have it in person, that's a great way to also grow your YouTube channel. There are some creators that I follow on YouTube who have a combination of talking head videos like this. Sometimes I've seen people have videos like this where they have a mic and they're talking and you could tell that's going to go on their podcast. And then those same people sometimes have different types of videos. They may have vlogs where they're traveling and they're just kind of like showing you what they're doing. And that's kind of what I want to do for this channel is mix it up between vlogs, podcast episodes, talking heads, sit down, kind of just have it more diverse. For me, that's going to work best. I feel like there's some people that want to listen to what I have to say while they're driving or on the go. And so I want to be able to take some of the stuff from my YouTube channel and make it just audio. So that's how I plan to use my podcast. With your YouTube videos, you can take certain clips and you can clip that and put it on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts as well. And I've actually done that with my own YouTube channel. So instead of me having to record separate reels, I don't have to do that. And I will be really transparent with you. I really enjoy YouTube, and I feel like I've actually grown my business a lot faster on YouTube. I wish I would have been here like several years ago and been consistent with it. I actually dislike creating reels. I don't really like it. All the energy I'm putting in a reel or TikTok, if I would put that same energy in a YouTube channel, that's gonna have longevity because YouTube videos last longer in search. People will find you years later from YouTube videos you did before because of the power of search engines. People go on to Google and type in certain things, your videos can come up. So the energy I'm putting here is gonna last for years, whereas I'm putting all this energy into TikTok videos or Instagram. Those videos are only gonna last maybe a month, maybe 30 days. That's how much they last. And like Instagram Reels, TikTok videos, short form videos, they really have a short shelf life, specifically on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Now, on YouTube, it's a little bit different. So YouTube Shorts, a lot of your short videos can also be found in search. So there's a lot of SEO potential with YouTube Shorts. That's why I recommend that you take some of your content that's long, like your long form videos, and clip them for shorts, in addition to clipping them for other channels. So my whole goal in sharing this with you today is to show that you can have a podcast and a YouTube channel. They can work together. You don't have to do double work unless you want to. You could just repurpose the content from your YouTube channel. I really want to kind of hammer this point in that search engine optimization, SEO, is so much more powerful than any other type of marketing. I can tell you right now, it really is. You can truly create passive income when people are just finding you through search engines, whether it's Google, YouTube, even Pinterest. Pinterest is a search engine, right? So people could find your pins. I have stuff running on Pinterest. I have blog posts that I put out there years ago and people are still finding it. People are opting into my newsletter through Pinterest, through my blog, because I promote my blog posts on Pinterest. Now, when it comes to YouTube, whenever I have to edit my own videos, I use iMovie, which is only, going to work if you have a Mac. If you don't have a Mac, if you don't have an Apple computer, there are other softwares out there. One of them is Adobe Premiere, and you can use that as well for editing. I actually have a link to some of the tools I use for editing my camera, and you can check that out in the description of this video. One of my favorite cameras to use, and I am so happy that I tried this camera and I bought it, is the Sony ZV-1F. So I want to be really transparent with you. I tried to start my YouTube channel like 2 years ago, and I have bought another like SDLR camera, like those big cameras you see with the lens, and it was so complicated like to set it up. And so when I found out about the Sony vlog camera, this camera is actually set up to be it's for vloggers, like it's for you to take and travel and go places. It just made it so easy to film myself. And the Sony ZV-1F, they have certain settings there that just make it like, you just put it on your stand, you click a button, and it's just bam, you just start talking, recording. You can get a really simple stand as well, which is, I have this Joby tripod and I like it because it's very portable. I can use it for travel. I could take it anywhere. I could put it on a table. It's just really simple to use. Whenever I record videos on this camera, there's a little memory card. I just take that out and I just put it in the side of my computer, and then I could just download it to my computer, start editing it. I do have a video editor. He does a great job and he helps me with that as well. But if I want to do it myself, because maybe I'm doing a vlog or I just want to play around, I actually enjoy editing sometimes my videos, and I like to use iMovie. The power of using YouTube, if you are a freelancer, service provider, coach, agency owner, anybody who has a business, it doesn't have to be just services, is that if you give value and you talk about problems and provide solutions, people will find you here. And if you have links in the description of the video, they will go to those links and sign up to work with you. I've had clients find me directly on YouTube. They watch 1 or 2 videos and sign up and start working with me right away. I recommend that you consider it. If you don't want to do video, then do a podcast. Just make sure that you put the podcast on your blog post and you optimize those blog posts for SEO. What you could do is take the audio from the podcast and get it transcribed, and then that could be the blog post. And this way, people can find you through SEO, through searches on Google, and then find your blog and then go listen to your podcast episodes. So you could promote your podcast through SEO. It just takes a little bit longer. With YouTube, the way their algorithm works is if you have a good thumbnail and a good title, you can get traffic to your videos a lot faster within 24 hours. If you know how to use the YouTube algorithm really well, which I've been learning and I've gotten better at, if you have really good thumbnails, you can grow really fast on this platform. The thing about YouTube videos is that when you become monetized, YouTube will start paying you for the content that you put on your channel. So you can use YouTube to promote your business and actually get paid by YouTube because they run ads on your videos. So again, another argument for YouTube and why it's better. So if you want to learn how to grow your YouTube channel or a podcast, I do have some resources in the description of this video. Also, make sure you comment below. Let me know what other questions you may have about what I talked about today. And if you have questions about how the YouTube algorithm works, how to do thumbnails, I have this little strategy I use, and I use a tool called Canva to create my thumbnails. Let me know if you want to know about that, because people don't know this, but it's so easy to create your thumbnails on Canva. So if that interests you, go ahead and comment below and just let me know what questions you have. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.